Welcome again to Life in the God Lane. I'm Tom West, and this is a power verse for the day for Saturday, April the 30th, last day of April 2022, and I call this Vote Jesus in as King. It's from John chapter 1, verse 11. Hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Push the little subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notified every time I put something out. I put something out every day of the week. And this is a power verse for this day. I do 6 power verses and 1 major message on each Friday. And so I hope you'll do that. And I hope you will give me thumbs up, make comments, do everything you can to help me get this out to as many people as I can. What I do, I teach the Bible, and I just try to teach it straight from the scriptures and tell you the truth. Now, if you walked into the average church in America and asked this question, who runs this church? What kind of answer do you think you might get? It'd be interesting. Maybe they would say, well, the pastor runs the church, or the church board, or the elders, or the congregation votes. We're a congregational vote-led church. Or they might say, our denomination runs the church. In the churches that I served as pastor, and I did that for 30 years, the answer was typically, we are an elder-led church. And I was usually one of the elders. In fact, I was always one of the elders. But I'll tell you what, I've seen more trouble from that than probably anything else that I saw in the church. Look at John 1, verse 11. There's a different answer that comes from the Lord. John 1, verse 11. Says this, he came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Jesus came to those who were his own. That means he came to the Jews as one of them. Jesus was a Jewish guy, and he came to his own people. He's trying to present himself as Lord to them. But the Jews, his own, did not receive him. When he healed and fed them and took care of them, they were into him. But when he came as the King of the Jews, what did they do? They did not receive him. In fact, they demanded that he be crucified and killed, which he was. It only lasted 3 days, but he was crucified and killed. His own people did not accept him for who he was. King of Kings and Lord of Lords, their ruler, didn't accept him. So who are Jesus' people today? His church. His church. Christ followers, or supposed to be assembled as his church. Do you think his people today accept him for who he is? In Matthew 16:18, Jesus said this, I will build my church. Then in Matthew 28:18, the second part of that verse, he said, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Now, if all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to Jesus, how much does that leave for his church? The answer is none, because he has all of the authority. It is his church, and it's his because he bought it with his blood. So how is it that pastors and boards and elders and councils and denominations are running it? If he's called Lord over 600 times in the New Testament, and he is, that's about 200 times more than he's called Jesus, then are we accepting him if we are running things in his church and in our lives? Could it be that we do just like the Jews did and pay lip service to him? Pay lip service to him. Are we not receiving him if we treat him any less than our king? He is our king. Somehow or another, and I don't have an easy answer for how you get this done, but somehow or another, we have got to figure out a way to turn the church over to Jesus and let him be the king. And that means probably 2 things. We need to pray about 10 times more and 10 times harder than we do. And we need to listen to the scriptures and do what Jesus tells us to do. every person in every church should bow before Jesus and vote him in as king. It's the only answer. I will talk to you tomorrow.